What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to go over something that I found out actually just a few days ago when I was doing the install on the skid plate and the sway bar end links. I noticed that my rock sliders were actually eaten into my body, which is not cool. And I just thought I should do a quick video on this about buying cheap rock sliders, cheap protection in general. So these were on the Jeep when I got them, so I didn't buy these. However, I didn't do enough research before I started wheeling this thing. So I should have made sure on the brand, made sure on the mounting system, the way it was on the Jeep. I didn't really think that far ahead. I was just so excited to start modifying it and getting it out on the trails that it didn't even cross my mind. But then the more I researched it, because I was looking at getting some VKS sliders just because I like the look of them and I know they're strong. After doing some research on mine, they only mount to 2 of the body mounts, which body mounted sliders are not the best option when it comes to getting sliders on your Jeep, especially if you're going to be using them. So as you can see, they mount right there, and then also at the very last one at the end there. Now that leaves this whole metal section here available to bend. Now they feel sturdy when you're holding them, but as you can see, if you look a little close right there, they have eaten into my body over here, in the front just a little bit, and also just like little nicks and scratches all along. But it's mainly in the middle, and that's because there's no support in the middle of the thing because of how cheap the sliders were. Now this is pretty common on sliders such as Barricade's one of the brands, Deviate's one of the brands. I believe there's a couple others, but it's the cheap kind of China-made ones. They only mount in 2 spots. I don't think they're really meant to be touching any rocks or being off-road or anything like that. So the more I started using this thing, the more I started rock crawling, the more I noticed I was feeling it when I was hitting rocks, which you really shouldn't be. And the more I researched, I look over here and it's eaten into the body of the Jeep, which is obviously not ideal. And as you can see here, guys, the driver's side is even worse. So you can actually see the bend. I don't know if you can really see it in the video, but it definitely leans in towards the middle here. And there is a pretty big one right there. So that's gonna really suck to get out. But it does go all the way across. It's even scratched in right here as well. So driver's side is much worse, and you can actually really see the bend. I don't know. Here you go. You can probably see it there. You can see the bend on these sliders. So again, would not recommend any of the cheap sliders. They're just not worth it in the long run. You're going to end up paying more for body work than you will be on some nice, decent sliders. So again, wouldn't recommend. And I'm not saying that these rock sliders are bad or these brands are bad. What I'm trying to give a warning out to is if you're going to be using your Jeep in the rocks, go with something more expensive. It's worth it in the long run. You're going to protect the value of your Jeep. You're going to protect the body of your Jeep. And it's just going to make it easier to slide over things as far as rock crawling goes. So it's just going to be better on your Jeep in general. And it's much better to spend the money up front, spend the extra $300, $400 to get good sliders than it is to get body work done afterwards. So just go with something that's reliable. Go with something that has some really good reviews as far as off-road goes. If you're going to be using your Jeep off-road, if you're just going to be driving this thing around, you don't need something like that. So what I did, I went ahead and ordered the VKS standard sliders. I've heard great things about VKS. They look super, super good, so I love the way they look. I did get the bolt-on ones that mount to the frame, so they're not welded on, but they're bolted on. They look very strong. I've seen some great reviews of people I know that are running them, so I'm super excited to get those. I won't be getting those in for probably another week or 2, which is kind of a bummer, but he's doing great work. I want to give him the time to get them done. I know they're busy right now as well, so I should be doing an install video here in the next week or 2 on the sliders. That way you guys can see them, because I didn't see a whole lot on the bolt-on ones. So I'll be doing an install video for you guys and a little review. So again, just want to do a quick video on this just to kind of put it out there. I haven't seen anything really on this, so don't go cheap on your sliders if you're going to be using them off-road. I appreciate you watching, guys. Please like and subscribe for more content. And again, some VKS sliders are on the way and an install video is coming.